another episode.
And better than ever. Every time you say we're back, I'm gonna say that.
Why do you keep doing that? That's not a thing.
Because I don't know, it triggers me. Like you go back to Bischoff.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That's not the thing. So um let's get to it because it's a lot of, well, not a lot of stuff, but just stuff to talk about.
All right.
So SmackDown. SmackDown, they were in, yes, they were in 619.
Which threw me off because I'm like, what the fuck? Like I thought Ray was on the other show, but he was here.
You got to remember, we're in the transfer portal window, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that too. That is a good point, even if he wasn't in San Diego.
So I actually like the way the show started off because Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett were like outside and they walked in with the crowd and like it was a different feel how it started. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. And they were running
They
down the show.
they trying
And
different things. I like that.
yeah, I like it. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So then Ray comes out. And the Ray's from the 619. He's happy to be there and he's saying stuff. And it fucked me up because they called him a Hall of Famer. I was like, wait, is he? Is he? And then I was like, oh shit, he is a Hall of Famer. I forgot.
But you know why he was so happy to be there, right?
Why?
Cuyica, that's his pueblo.
Yes, it is. So he's talking, and then Kevin Owens comes out and says he respects him and he wants Ray to win the Royal Rumble because Ray said he's in the Royal Rumble. And he said he will give him a shot at the title if he wins the Royal Rumble. So I knew exactly where this was going.
Yep.
And they wind up fighting, and it sets up later on Rey Mysterio versus Kevin Owens, who Kevin said they never fought.
I don't remember them ever fighting, for real, for real.
They haven't. So that was different.
Yeah.
So then we had a backstage thing with Bianca and Naomi, and they're talking, and Naomi and Bianca start talking about finding Jade's attacker. And Bianca's asking Naomi, she was like, yeah. She was like, have you looked into it? And Naomi goes, I haven't found anything. She's like, well, girl, we better catch them. Now,
Damn.
at that point, I'm
Them?
like, all right. I put out the theory last time on the podcast and I was like, all right, why is it looking like Naomi is the bad guy? But
Hmm.
here's the twist. Like, there's two twists to this. So while it was going on, Jade tweeted with the eyeballs, oh, really? Meaning they weren't really looking, so nobody looked for her attacker. She tweeted with that. And I was like, oh, so Jade's coming back soon. Plus, they dropped two new Bianca Belair shirts, and the Bianca Belair shirts look kind of heelish.
Hmm.
And remember, I said the theory that Bianca might team up with Last Legend and Jakara after this tag match. They brought it up that they would have a match against them. And Naomi was like, you ready to do that? And also, Naomi brought up the whipping of the hair last week. She was like, you whipped me with your hair. She was like, better put that thing away. And it was like, it's right there. Like it's starting to come forward. But I would be shocked if they switch it and it's Naomi. But I swear it's gonna be Bianca. It has to be Bianca.
Like fucking plot twist is neither one. But like, yeah, it's one or the other. It'd be funny both.
Dude, if it's both, and then they also have the metaphor girls, and it's all four of them against Jade, and Jade has to like run through them, it would be really fun.
Yeah,
Like
hell
it
yeah.
would make Jade like a straight up monster face. Plus, it would make them monster heels. It would all work out. Like I would have like I'm actually intrigued with this. Like I don't see a lot of people actually intrigued with this, but I am because like I've like seen shit tweeted out and it's like, like does this play into this? And the longer it goes, it's like this does match up with what's going on.
No, I'm intrigued just by all that. Because imagine a gauntlet match and whatever. Because more than likely, if it is all four of them, Bianca's the
Hmm.
leader. So she has to go through three of them to go to Bianca and whatever. So a gauntlet match. That would be fucking awesome.
It's not going to be an exact gauntlet, but it's going to be week to week to week to week to WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is going to be Bianca versus Jade.
That's good too.
So it's looking more and more like that's going to be a thing. I just can't wait to see it happen.
Yeah.
So then we had Nick Aldis bump into Cody, and he's like, "Yo." Cody's like, "Dude," because Ray was asking for a title match, and like Cody goes, "Yo, I just got cleared," and Nick Aldis goes, "Okay, cool. I need you to sign this contract because I don't want to jeopardize this match." Cody says, he looks at it, goes, "Did Kevin sign it?" "No, I'm getting you to sign it first." "Well, until Kevin signed it, I'm not signing it." So Nick Aldis was kind of pissed. This was funny as shit. So then we had Bianca and Naomi versus Candice and Nia. And of course, they won, which they being Naomi and Bianca, because they're the tag team champions.
Yeah.
So then we had Big Jim Uso versus Mello. And this was an okay match, but but the bloodline came and fucked it up.
Yeah. Jimmy actually did really good in this match. Like
No,
I've
it
been
was
down on him for
really
a
good,
while.
especially for somebody with a broken toe.
Yeah.
So then after the match, after Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga beat the shit out of Jim Uso, Jacob Fatu cut a promo. He cuts a promo, and he cuts one hell of a promo. And once again, everybody say the same thing, like, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy. And then LA Knight attacks him. They beat up LA Knight. Then Braun Strowman Bread shows up. So Braun Strowman Bread has a stare down with Jacob Fatu, which sets up their Saturday night main event match, Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman Bread.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, it definitely is, because like this is one of Jacob Fatu's only solo matches in the whole thing. So then we had the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Garzas. So the match is going on, and for some dumbass reason, Pretty Deadly was out there. This is what fucks me up. Pretty Deadly was out there to stop the Motor City Machine Guns from winning because Johnny and them said stop them from winning. But if you watch it back, the Pretty Deadly fuck up. They stop the wrong fucking person, and then they get clobbered, and Motor City Machine Guns win. It's like it's so stupid, but it's like something that Pretty Deadly would do because who was it? It was Humberto had a roll up on Saban. So one of the Pretty Deadlies is trying to stop the count, and I'm like, that's the wrong person, you idiot. Like you're supposed to stop the Motor City Machine Guns, and they fuck it up, and the Motor City Machine Guns win.
Think slowly but surely they're gonna become faces.
I think so too. And after the match, Johnny and Ciampa was pissed off at him. Was like, "You guys are idiots." Like you're never getting the title match. And then out of fucking nowhere, as usual, here comes Apollo Crews.
That's niche.
Dude, like I swear to God, like he has to do something because like this is getting irritating. Him just coming up and just saying, one-liners like, "Hey man, that was wrong," and then just walking off. It's like, bitch, do something, fucking do something, like wrestle or something, do something.
That's gonna be part of the Titantron. Watch.
This is fucking annoying, man. So then we had a backstage thing from earlier in the night, and it was Mia Yim talking to what is BFAB? I forgot her
BFAB,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, so she's talking
No,
to BFAB.
I was about to call her by her whole name now, since she has a whole name now. Be
What is her
fabulous.
whole name now?
Be fabulous.
That that is so stupid. But BFAB was talking to Mia Yim, and they're just like they're like going back and forth about Piper and Chelsea. So Piper comes in like the Secret Service to make sure Chelsea can come in, and they have a little back and forth. And BFAB basically says, "Yo, I'm gonna beat Piper, and then I'm gonna take on Chelsea Green and get the title." So it was BFAB versus Piper, and Chelsea causes a distraction, and for some reason BFAB lost. And I'm like, what the? Why? Like,
Eh, I think they're not ready to push her yet. Like she's still one of those enhancement talents.
dude, then why make this a thing? Like, it's so irritating. Why make this a thing if that's going to be the thing that happens? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So then Chelsea and Piper beat up BFAB, and Mia Yim come out, and that feud's not done. But it was just like, what is happening here? It is just so weird. So then we had Kevin talking to Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis is like, "Yo, I want you to sign this." Kevin's like, "Did Cody sign it?" No. Nick Aldis is mad. They go to commercial, and they come back to commercial right before the main event. And Nick Aldis is like, "Cody, please sign this fucking thing. Please sign it." And Cody's like, "No, I'm not fucking signing it." And then like he goes, "You know what? Fuck this. At Saturday night's main event, you two are signing it, and you're signing it with a Hall of Famer, Shawn Michaels." I was like, okay. I mean, I guess he's the king of the ladder match, like, and it's in his hometown. Sure, okay.
Like it makes sense in that respect, right?
Mhm.
But like they don't want to sign it. Like in all logically, what's gonna make Sean make him sign it? He's less intimidating than fucking Nick.
Exactly, but I guess they respect Shawn Michaels, and that's it. I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah,
make
that
any.
would be the only reason.
So then Kevin Owens takes on Rey Mysterio. He beats him, and then of course after the match, him and Cody brawl. But in the non Vince McMahon era, this is one of the first times that the hometown hero got beat in their hometown.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then they went to the main event, which was a double down on beating the hometown hero in their hometown because Bailey lost to Tiffany Stratton.
That was fucking crazy.
Yes. And you know
I
what?
mean, I didn't expect her to win, but still, it's crazy.
Yeah. And the craziest part, Roxy was in the crowd.
Yeah, I don't say that's crazy because you called it.
Yes. And I forgot to mention the Solo thing because Solo popped out and said, "Hey, nothing." He literally said nothing. They just booed him and he left.
Mic drop or whatever.
Yeah, and he took off the red jacket, and to me, that kind of symbolized he's leaving that side of him. He's leaving that bloodline and going back to the OG bloodline. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, because did you see the way Jacob looked at him?
Yeah, Jacob was actually mad. So I'm kind of going with, yeah, I think that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that was that. Also, I forgot to say that they brought up TNA when they talked about the Motor City Machine Guns. And once again, they're still pushing this whole TNA slash WWE thing.
Yeah, it's a way bigger deal.
And we will cover later on, not in this episode, but later on when it happens, because this is recorded before TNA Genesis slash NXT Genesis. So we will record it after
I
that.
like I like NXT Genesis actually. I like that name.
Dude, you're just taking everything from TNA. That's not cool.
TNA,
So,
I mean NXT Resurgence because we just had that.
okay. So I've been seeing a lot of people bring up about the WWE TNA like thing, and they're like some of the people are like angry, but then some of them are just like hostile, hating WWE fans and saying that WWE is gonna just like destroy them. And it's like, I mean, probably, but it's like this is the first time we've had this in a long time, and it's been treated like not just like another thing. It's been treated like something important.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's weird. I understand the hate because like people hate WWE, but it's not like it's not the same WWE. And a lot of people start to realize that like, oh shit, it's not the same WWE. So some stuff is kind of different. It's it's not the same. So just like kind of dial it back a little.
yeah, because there's a possibility this might benefit them instead of just killing them off. Had the old man been in charge, it would have been done.
But the funny part is like just like the little tiny interactions that NXT and WWE has had has already benefited TNA.
Yeah,
TNA has sold more tickets. TNA has had more eyeballs on their show. TNA has had a lot more things happen for them because of the NXT thing. And this has only been when they were working with them, just regularly working with them, not a whole collaboration.
yeah,
Now it's a whole collaboration. We don't know what the impact is going to be because we haven't seen it yet. We don't know yet. So like people just jumping ahead going, "Oh, this is this." We haven't seen it yet. And then somebody on a show that I was watching brought up, "Oh, what can AEW and New Japan work together? What can they do to get against WWE and TNA?" And it was like, how is WWE and TNA even a threat to AEW and New Japan? And it's like that's weird. But
I think it's two
I'm like,
different things.
yeah, there's like two completely different things because like the person was like a AEW like fanboy, and it was like, well, they're going against AEW. We don't like that. Like AEW needs to fight back and join together with New Japan, and it's like, oh, they're already working with New Japan. Like even if it's on just like a not super close basis, they're working with New Japan. It's just not a thing. And then like I've been noticing something from certain journalists slash podcasters, like they've been saying little things out of their mouth, and it's just like I'm kind of like this is sus because they've been saying like little shit about New Japan, like, oh yeah, New Japan doesn't really have like a American market. They never did. They weren't that big in America. Blah blah blah. And it was like, but they did for one. That's how AEW was born. But two, what is this all of a sudden New Japan hate? And for me, in my mind, is like the push for this pushback of New Japan isn't this great. They're falling apart, but they're still working with AEW. This feels like the relationship isn't so great, and they might want to take that shot and work with WWE. and it's kind of starting to feel like that because it just like these people are kind of reporting this way, and it kind of feels like there's something there, and I've been seeing it, and it's like, yeah, this kind of feels off. So
Probably as soon as the deal is done, they'll go with WWE.
yeah, but it won't be until like probably like August because they still have Forbidden Door to work together.
Okay,
So
I was under the impression this like a few years from now.
no, because like to be honest, they just kind of work together. I don't think there's no contractual thing where it's like a full on, hey, this is a family and we work together. It's just, hey, like I like to work with you, you work with me type thing. It's not really a synergy of like this is our thing. And
There's kind of a handshake type deal.
it's something like that. And that's what kind of bothers me. It's like it's not a deal, but they're honoring them because they get to be on television in America. They get to do stuff. And it's like I understand that, but we'll see what comes about this. But I'm not gonna lie to you, by the end of the year, we're probably gonna see John Cena versus Tanahashi somehow, some way. And that is going to literally kick open the door for whatever's going on with WWE.
Yeah.
Like I have this weird feeling because that's where it's going to start. It's going to start with Tanahashi getting this agreement. Like he just wants to wrestle John Cena one time. He's going to do it, and somehow Nick Khan and all of them going to be back there and talk some shit, and then boom, there it is.
That'd be awesome.
So that's that. But now we have to go to the AEW side. So the show opened up with the talking segment. Everybody's talking about their matches, which is cool. And the first match they had on the show was a Texas death match. And when this happened, I realized something, but also was just like fucked up at the same time. You
Okay.
want to know what it is?
What?
So Texas death match is Hangman's specialty. That's Hangman's specialty match. Like I realized that I was like, oh shit, that's Hangman's specialty match. The Texas death match. That's his specialty. That's his specific match. Wow. Then I just realized, wait a minute, Hangman's from Virginia. That's not Texas. The fuck is going on here? Dude,
You can't call it a Virginia death match.
I know, but like, holy shit, that fucked me up. Cause I was like, wait a minute, he's from fucking Virginia. And like they say he's from Virginia. It's not even like he's a cowboy, but like he's from Virginia.
Yeah. It's in his entrance and all that shit.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck is like it fucked me up. It really did. I'm not even gonna lie. It fucked me up really bad. I was like, what the fuck?
That's probably like the
So
only match that doesn't really change because like you get the place's name in street fights, like a fucking Texas street fight, a Virginia street fight, and what have you.
mhm. This is like, but this is because like the first one was like in Texas, so I understand why they called it a Texas death match.
Yeah.
But it's just like it fucked me up because it's like he's a cowboy, but he's from Virginia, so it's not really a Texas thing. Like I don't know why that bothered me, but it bothered me. So he fought Christopher Daniels, and they started talking about Christopher Daniels' career, and I know you remember exactly the first episode of Ring of Honor, the very first episode, not the first episode we seen, but the very first episode ever of Ring of Honor. We watched it, and the episode had a triple threat. Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels, and Low Key was the main event of that Ring of Honor show.
Yep. I remember.
And they're talking about Christopher Daniels' career. They talk about all the stuff that he did. And I was like, shit, that's right. And then I realized he did a stint in WWE. He did all of this shit. I was like, shit. Like Christopher Daniels was around for a long fucking time. He was around for a
You
long
know,
fucking.
he was supposed to have a second one in WWE, but it never went down.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to be the higher power. He
Yep.
like they were going to make him the higher power one time, and it was just like weird, like going through his career, and then he's having this match. He gets bloodied up. Hangman wins, pins him over, and I don't mean just over. Apparently, even Tony Khan tweeted out, "Thank you, Christopher Daniels." So, is this over, or like, is this just them saying, "No, you did a great job. You're cool," or is this really over?
Might be over.
Because I said a lot of people like, because this match was taped 2 days before, and I saw a lot of people going, "Yeah, that was Christopher Daniels' last match." And then like for Tony Khan to tweet it, but he never said it was over. He just said, "Thank you, Christopher Daniels." And it's like, are you saying it because it's over? Or you're just saying that.
Like my thought was, what if it's over for him in AEW? Like he's actually leaving AEW.
No, I think it's over for him as a wrestling career. He's just gonna be backstage from now on. Like
So,
that's what I think is gonna happen.
what if he goes back to like TNA or he heads to WWE as a backstage person, not to wrestle but backstage?
Listen, he's very close to Tony. I don't think he's going anywhere at all. He's going to the back. This is over in ring. And the bad part about it is like he hasn't wrestled for months. So him wrestling now and ending it just feels like meh. Because it wasn't like a big deal. Because it's like, yeah, like he hasn't been wrestling all the time. We just saw him do like backstage stuff. So his career being over is just like, meh. It wasn't like the biggest, like, oh my God, Christopher Daniels' career is over. It's just like, oh, he had one match in like 365 days. Oh shit, he lost. It's over. Oh, okay. That's how it feels. Like it, with no repercussions other than that.
The last time he had a match, I want to say with the beginning, like toward the beginning or toward the middle of 2014, and he was in tag team with Matt Sydal. That's all I remember. I don't remember against who.
Did you say 2014?
2024.
Oh, yeah. Like
If I
yeah,
said
like
14, I'm sorry.
yeah, like that's the last thing I remember too. And I was like, I don't remember him doing much else. And it's like, oh, okay. So Hangman comes back in. Hangman does the angel's wings to him, and he's laid out, and everybody's like, "Oh shit! Oh, okay, that's fucked up." And then it just goes to the next thing, and this was fucking hilarious. This was fucking hilarious. So Tony Storm comes out, getting interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and Tony Schiavone at first he's playing it cool. He's playing it cool, and she's talking about how her mom bust her ass to make sure that she could be a wrestler. Her mom was selling hot dogs. All of this is true, by the way. And she's going back to Australia to have this match, and it's gonna be awesome. And like she's so happy to get her first title shot. And then it clicks in Tony Schiavone's head. He's like, "Okay, fuck this shit." He's like, "Tony, I need to say something to you." And she stops him and goes, "Oh my God." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're Tony. I'm Tony. It's Tony time." She throws up her hands, does the thing with him, and she runs off. And she also says that she's going to have a face to face with Mariah May for the first time. And Tony Schiavone is just like baffled. He's just fucking baffled.
So this only confirmed to me
Uh huh.
your speculation of this being a fucking act and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's 100% an act because like Tony didn't even let her say it. Well, Storm, I'm gonna go with the last name. Storm didn't let Shabani say it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's 100% a act, a work, if you will. And yeah, she's gonna get Mariah. She's gonna get
Yes.
her. Like she'll probably lose this match. like to pay off the rookie thing, and then be Mariah's underling, kind of like a reversal role thing, and then get her later on.
I feel like she's going to get Mariah into like this false sense of stability where she's like, oh shit, I got her. And like she's going to break out into timeless Tony, but she's going to do it in Australia. And it's going to fuck everybody up because like there's going to get like a huge pop because she's going to turn into timeless Tony. Mariah's going to be like, oh shit. And then she's going to beat her for the title in her hometown.
Yeah.
Because like when they had a face to face, it's going to like Mariah's going to play right into it, and with this false sense of security, she's like, oh, like yeah, like she's not her, and then she's going to get her at the pay per view.
Yep.
So the funny, one of the funny things that popped me while this is going on, you can see in the distance Daddy Magic and Nigel McGuinness, and they're like next to each other. So Nigel puts his arm around Daddy Magic, and Daddy Magic lays his hand on his shoulder. It is the dumbest shit. Like I popped for that because it was just so stupid.
They funny as shit.
So then we had the Hurt Syndicate talking about how they're going to take the tag title from Private Party, and they have a tag title match with them next Wednesday. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They have a tag title match with them next Wednesday. They're gonna take the tag titles. So
I appreciate MVP because I asked you this, like, and I don't think you answered it because I don't think you knew for sure,
mhm.
or you probably did. Lashley never won a tag team title.
Yeah, he never won the tag team titles. I said that. I
Okay,
did say that
cool.
because you asked me, and I said he never won the tag titles. I don't
Yeah, I
want to win
forgot you.
the tag
I
titles.
remember asking you. I forgot the answer.
Yeah. So then we had the Undisputed Kingdom versus Shane Taylor Promotions, and this ending was very weird because Undisputed Kingdom won. Shane Taylor came in and attacked them. But then Daniel Garcia and Daddy Magic came to help him. So I'm like, okay, cool. At first, I'm not even joking. I was like, oh, are they gonna like team up and become a team? Is this gonna be a thing? Like, could this happen? Cause like they were looking at Daniel Garcia, they shook his hand and everything. They was like, yeah, like thanks, man. Thanks for helping us out. This is cool. And it's like, okay, they're gonna team up? Like, what's happening here?
Garcia would fit in with them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but later on, like I got more baffled. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
So then we had Will Ospreay. This is a pre-tape, and Will Ospreay is talking about Kenny Omega and talking about the Don Callis family, how he's going to beat the Don Callis family, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm cool with Kenny Omega or what, but like, I don't like the Don Callis family. Whatever happens, happens." I was like, okay. So this is going to be one of those slow burns into a tag team, and then they're going to do the tag team because they have a face to face on one of these shows coming up, and they're going to do the tag team thing where they're like, I don't like you, you don't like me, but we got a common enemy. Then they're going to turn into, hey, we're best friends. Ha.
yeah. It's always like that.
So then we had the Death Machines with new music.
I like it. I like their music.
Okay. So they came out and they killed Top Flight Security. Top Flight's dead. And Top Flight is just laying there. Then Action Andretti shows up. And Top Flight paying attention to Action Andretti. Leo Rush attacks him from behind. Leo hits the final hour on Dante, lays him out, and then he just walks off. Okay, they beat him down. So, yeah. So then we had a funny thing for so many reasons, and none of them are Chris Jericho. We had a Learning Tree promo with Lexi Nair. So they're in the back and they're talking, and fucking Brian Keith that says motherfucker, and everybody just looks at him like, what? So the shit was so funny because like it was so unexpected. And then Jericho's leaving, and Jericho says something smart to Lexi Nair. And what makes this funny is Big Bill's reaction. And I'll tell you why. Because Big Bill goes, sick burn, LT. And he just looks at Lexi Nair and walks off, and her face just goes, the fuck? And then Brian Keith goes, yeah, and just walks off. But what made it funny is Lexi Nair and Big Bill are married.
Yep.
So, so
Yep.
that's what made it funny. Because like when he said sick bird, she was like, really? Like it's like that's it? And then Brian Keith broke the ice. Like it was so funny because Brian Keith, when he said yeah, it broke her and she had to try to keep her face because it was so fucking random. She's like, she's trying to keep her straight. Yo, everything about this except for Chris Jericho is great.
Yep.
Like them doing backstage shit is fucking hilarious.
Big Bill found himself. Like I didn't like him like for the longest, but he found himself.
Yes. Some people are scared that he's gonna get called by WWE. So I mean, this. I'm not worried about that. It is what it is. But okay.
If he does, good for him. You know.
I mean, not really. Like he fits better in AEW. So
Yeah.
don't go to WWE. Take the money from AEW and do stuff here. Like don't go to WWE.
Because he'll get lost. But if he wants to go, oh well.
Yeah, I don't. I hope he doesn't. But whatever. So then we get the Undisputed Kingdom, and they're talking to Daniel Garcia and Daddy Magic. And I'm thinking, the first thing I'm thinking, oh, they're going to come to them and say, let's team up. Let's team up. Let's be a team. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, all right, they're going to be like, let's be a team. No, they fuck around and says, hey, it's three of us, but it's only two of you guys. But like, where's the third guy? It's like, they just came out to fucking help you. Why are you challenging them to a fucking match? Like, none of that made sense.
Like in my head, the only way that would have made sense if somebody had a title in this situation, and only one with a title is Danny, but it's a single title thing.
None of that made sense. It made no fucking sense. I'm so baffled. I'm just like so fucking baffled. And then they said, we're going to call the dad, which is Cool Hand Ange. So Cool Hand Ange is going to be with them. They're going to do a six-man. And I'm just like, why the fuck did this happen? Like, they saved them from the fucking Shane Taylor promotions. Why are they having this match? I don't know. I don't get it.
Probably like one of them is gonna face Danny for the TNT title.
Probably, but like, this was like a dumbass way to get about it. It's like, I saved you. We're going to fight. Then you're going to have a singles title match against me. And it's like, that was the stupidest way to get to this. Like you could have just like had them attack or like just all of this is stupid. It is a stupid way to get to this. Like it felt like it was gonna go in one direction and it went completely around the world backwards in 26 days. And it's like, what the fuck is happening?
To be honest with you, I totally forgot about Cool Hand and whatever.
No, as soon as they said it's three of us and two of you, I was like, oh, they're gonna bring back Cool Hand.
In my head,
So
oh, they're bringing back the other one. I forgot his name and everything.
Angelo, Cool Hand, Ange.
Yeah,
So then we had Max Caster come out and Anthony Bowens come out, and they're beefing because Anthony Bowens is telling Max Caster he's a dick. Max Caster is saying, "No, I'm the best wrestler in the world. Look, I got this little piece of paper. It's real." And yeah, no. So then, like, it's about to go down. Billy Gunn comes out, and Max Caster starts talking shit to Billy Gunn, and he says, "Yeah, he's like, you're not cool as the best wrestler in the world." And Anthony Bowens. Like, dude, what? Why'd you do that? So
the
then he
part
made
that
it.
got me, he
Mhm.
was telling Billy like, see, Billy tried to make it all about him when it should be all about and you figure can make it right. But no, all about me and Bowens. Like what?
And then Max Caster made Billy choose. Well, not Billy. He made Bowens choose. Billy or me. So Bowens chose Billy, and now Max Caster is by himself, and it looks like it's the end of Acclaimed. Hopefully, for real.
Yeah, because this could like flip right, and like Bowens could turn on Billy.
I hope Bowens turns on Billy and Bowens just does something by himself. Like, I hope that's how it happens.
Oh no no, go back to with Max. Like if he's by
No, I
himself,
don't
even
want him
better.
back with Max. I don't want neither one of them to go. I want this
No,
to be
I,
separate and it's over.
I don't either. Yeah, Bowens deserves to be by himself, but you know how heel turns go.
So then we had Swerve, and Swerve was at a party with 50 Cent, Bun B, Travis Scott, and a few other people. So they showed that, and then they were talking about him and Ricochet. They talked to him, and he said, I don't want to talk about Ricochet. I'm going to find him and I'm going to hurt him. Like, okay, all right. So then we had Okada versus Ishii, and they're having a match, and Okada fucking cheats. Okada cheats to win, and he beats Ishii. So then we had the Gates of Agony. They're talking shit, and they call out the House of Black. So they're gonna have a match against the House of Black. All right,
That should be good.
yeah, we get Dustin Rhodes versus some young person, and Dustin gets the win.
I almost call this man Damian Priest. I know his last name is Priest.
I think it's Adam Priest.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So then we had a women's match, and it was at this moment the question from last podcast I can answer, but there's a twist to this because I had said there's not many musics in AEW that are memorable, but Julia Hart's is one of those memorable ass musics.
If I can
Now,
remember the words, but you're right.
here's the twist. Here's the twist. There is a twist. It's not by Mikey Ruckus. This is by someone else. This is someone she hired to do this song. It's not by him.
Why?
So I mean, I'm guessing this like that's why it's memorable because it's not by Mikey Ruckus and it doesn't sound the same. So that was the thing. Then they said they're doing Julia Hart versus Jamie Hayter 2. Like, okay, cool.
First one was good.
Yep, it was good. But I don't want them to be locked in a forever feud. That's all
No,
I'm saying. Like I want them both to move on to something else. I don't want to be locked in a forever feud.
the only problem with that though, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's usually when a feud like a three-part series. So after this, one more, and in theory, it should be done after that.
Yeah. Okay. So Julia Hart beats Harley Cameron, and that's a thing.
Yeah.
So Jericho attacks Will Hobbs because Will Hobbs is in that 12 man later on. So they're like, haha, we got one of your guys. We beat you down and it's over. Haha. So I was
Got your
like,
leg.
damn, what did you say?
I said, got your leg. You know how they say, got your nose, got your leg.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay. So then we get to the 12 man and Hobbs is not there. It's the Outrunners and Rated FTR versus the Learning Tree and the Death Riders. So this match is going and it starts to break down at the very end. And this is what fucked me up. And I was like, wait, what? So Marina Shafir distracts the referee and fucking Moxley and Edge are fighting on the outside. They're fighting. and all of a sudden, Pac shows up. And I was like, damn, Pac hit him. And until the announcer said something, I was like, oh shit. The announcers was like, Pac's not even in this match. I was like, wait, he's not? The fuck?
It didn't hit you till like later too, right? Like I thought the same
Yeah,
thing.
like as soon as the announcer said something, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like that he's not in this match? It was like, yeah, Pac's not even in this match. I was like, oh shit, he's not. Oh fuck. Well. So
I gotta say
then
this though,
uh-huh.
Pac, Pac, listen to me, because I know wrestlers listen to this podcast. Put some clothes on. You keep wearing the same fucking gear every fucking day. Put some fucking clothes on. I'm done.
So then Hobbs comes out. He hobbles out, his music hits, and he saves the Outrunners. And Brian Keefe grabs the Ring of Honor title and he swings it at Hobbs. Hobbs grabs it. And at that moment, I'm like, oh shit. Like, it was like, oh
Fucking
shit. Cause like, my mind immediately went to this was like, oh shit. Jericho versus Hobbs is going to be a thing.
yep.
God damn it. But I hope not.
Seems like that just because of like the visual of the belt.
Yes. So I just don't want that at all. Like I don't know. Like I know that people will be like, you know what, that works, and it's like, no, no, that's not it. I don't
It
like
works
that.
to a point, because like if in theory Hobbs wins, he becomes the Ring of Honor champion. That's the plus side. On the flip side, who cares? Because like who watches Ring of Honor?
Nobody watches Ring of Honor. That's the thing. Nobody watches it, so it's like it's just it's just weird.
Yeah,
It's just weird, and it's like okay, like I don't like anything about that at all.
I didn't like this match, the 12 man. The
Okay,
only
explain
thing
why you didn't like it.
I was bored. The only thing that popped me was
Hmm.
Cash Wheeler versus Wheeler Yuta, the battle of the Wheelers. That's the only thing that I liked to start the whole match. And it's a nothing thing, but it just popped me. But I didn't care about anything else about this match.
I mean, that was actually funny,
Yeah,
but it's like that match was like really fucking jumbled and weird.
that's
I was
why.
like, I don't know why. I don't know why. It was very weird.
Yeah. Like especially like the last episode we ranted about Jericho teaming up with Moxie. It makes no sense. And it made it even worse in this thing. Because they kind of acknowledged their past and whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't like I'm so like I hate it. Like I hate that this is a thing because it's like, why are we doing this?
Yeah. The
It's
only
just
thing that would make me like it a little bit if they mentioned Mitch.
I mean, I guess, but like I that not for me. Not for me. To me, it's just I hate it. Anything with the Jericho vortex is not
Yeah.
for me. Nothing about it is for me because it's just annoying. It bothers me, and Jericho's just not it. Jericho's not it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't like it. It gotta go. It gotta go for me. But yeah, next week is homecoming for AEW, which means all of the shows will be in Daly's place.
All right. That should be fun, I guess.
I mean, it depends because like it depends on if they make it a big deal. If they make it a big deal, it'll be like, all right, yeah, that's cool. But sometimes like it's just a show where like nothing really happens. But this could be a big show. This could be a big show if they did it right.
Yeah, because the Daily Places like error, that was a good error in my opinion.
I mean, The only reason it was a good era, especially to me, is because it was the COVID era. So
Yeah,
like they were still holding on and they were doing whatever they were doing because it was COVID. So it's like, all right, that's the only reason I remember that. But other than that, it's just like it was kind of boring.
yeah,
Like once they start going out, going different places, that's when it was like, okay, that's the magic era. Because like that's when Punk showed up. That's where Bryan Danielson showed up, Cole and everybody, and the fans were back, and it felt alive. Like it felt way better once they got out of there. Because like after a while, Daly's place just became such a fucking drain. Because it's like we see the same shit over and over and over and over and over, and we're stuck here. We can't move. We're stuck. And like the stories didn't even pop off, right? And it's just like, yeah, we're still here. This kind of sucks. But like that's every time we go to Daly's place, that's what I feel like. It kind of brings me back to that sadness of, eh, like we have to go back here again.
like you feel stuck again.
Yeah, it's like that's why I don't like it. It's like, yeah, I don't like it. But if they make it feel like a big deal, like, hey, we're doing this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, I'd be like, it'll pop me and be like, oh shit, like this is cool. But
Yeah,
like we'll see. It'll be
hopefully
two
it's good.
parts. It'll be on Dynamite and on Collision. So, question, because this has been going around, like how WWE is trying to sabotage AEW because in July, when AEW is having their biggest show ever, WWE's running Saturday Night's Main Event at the same time. But I heard before that even started that NBC picks the date and WWE just has to go with it. So what say you?
If that's true, then I don't see the problem because you have to go by the network, you know, if
Mm-hmm.
that's really the deal. So fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. And with that being said, any last words?